told you that inside a single glass of wine lies 8,000 years of human history? From ancient rituals in the Middle East to Roman banquets to your table today, wine isn't just a drink, it's a symbol of culture, tradition, and celebration. Join me as we explore the timeless story of wine, its fascinating history, the secrets of how it's made, and everything you need to know about this legendary drink. We hope you'll enjoy learning more about wine while sipping on your favorite vintage, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Now, let's get started. In the beginning was the grape. No, not those grapes, these grapes. Imagine a world before refrigerators, where people relied on nature's processes to preserve food. Enter fermentation. As the wild yeast in the air met crushed grapes, a magical transformation occurred. Alcohol was born. Our story begins around 6000 BC in the Caucasus region, nestled between the Black and Caspian Seas, an area now shared by Georgia, Armenia, and Iran. Here, among the rolling hills and sunny slopes, the first seeds of winemaking were sown. Archaeological evidence uncovered clay jars stained with the remnants of ancient wine. These relics whisper tales of a time when people first discovered the joys of fermented grape juice. As civilizations rose and fell, wine's popularity only grew. The Egyptians embraced wine as a drink of the gods, believing it was a gift from the heavens. Murals depicting scenes of winemaking and offerings to the gods still adorn the walls of Egyptian tombs, showcasing its importance in religious ceremonies. Later, the Greeks elevated wine to divine status, worshipping Dionysus, the god of wine, revelry, and theater. In their mythology, Dionysus was a symbol of abundance and joy, and his festivals were a celebration of life. Imagine the aroma of crushed grapes filling the air, the sound of flutes and lyres, and the ecstatic dance of revelers under the influence of the god of wine. But it was the Romans who truly spread wine culture across Europe. Wherever they conquered, they planted vineyards, ensuring that wine would become a permanent part of Western civilization. Roman feasts were legendary, and wine played a central role. Think of epic banquets with roasted meats, overflowing goblets, and lively conversations that stretched late into the night. After the fall of the Roman Empire, wine's journey continued through the Middle Ages, where monks played a pivotal role in preserving winemaking traditions. During the Renaissance, wine became a symbol of wealth and power. French wine, especially from the Bordeaux region, was highly prized. Fast forward to the 18th century, and we find ourselves in an era of enlightenment. People began to question long-held beliefs, including those about wine. Enter Antonin de Lavoisier, a French chemist who revolutionized our understanding of wine. He discovered that alcohol is produced by the action of yeast on sugar. This groundbreaking knowledge laid the foundation for modern winemaking. In the 19th century, winemaking took off in the New World, with regions like California and Australia establishing themselves on the global wine map. Today, wine is a global phenomenon. You can find vineyards and wineries in almost every corner of the world. The largest wine-producing countries include France, Italy, Spain, and Chile. Now that we've explored wine's captivating history, it's time to lift the curtain on the winemaking process. How do those humble grapes transform into the beloved beverage we all know and love? First things first, the harvest. It's a symphony of colors as the sun rises over the vineyards. Rows upon rows of grapes, plump and ripe, stretch out before you. The air is alive with the promise of a great vintage. Farmers with years of experience assess each grape, ensuring they pick only the best. But it's not just about picking the grapes, it's about timing. The moment when the grapes reach the perfect balance of sweetness and acidity is crucial. Next comes the crushing. Once the grapes are picked, they're taken to the winery. Here, the magic truly begins. The grapes are crushed to release their precious juice. Once upon a time, this was done by hand, with bare feet stomping on the grapes. But today, modern crushers gently do the job, maintaining the quality of the grapes. Then it's on to fermentation. This is the heart of winemaking. The grape juice, now called must, is placed into tanks or barrels. Yeast is added, and this is where the transformation occurs. The yeast consumes the sugar in the must, releasing alcohol and carbon dioxide. This process can take anywhere from a few days to several weeks, depending on the desired outcome. During this stage, the wine's character begins to take shape. Once fermentation is complete, it's time for pressing. The wine is separated from the solid grape remains. For red wines, this is where malolactic fermentation may occur, adding complexity to the wine's flavor. Aging is the next step, where the wine is allowed to mature in oak barrels or stainless steel tanks. For some wines, aging can last for months or even years. During this time, the wine develops its unique bouquet and tannins soften. Finally, it's time to bottle the wine. Before the wine is bottled, it's often filtered to remove any sediment. Then it's corked or capped and sealed. The bottles are stored until they're ready to be shipped to wine enthusiasts like you. Congratulations! You've made it to the end of part 2. If you're enjoying this video so far, please show your support by hitting that like button and subscribe. As we continue our journey through the world of wine, let's now explore the various types of wine. Each type has its own unique characteristics and stories to tell. Red wine, bold and full-bodied. Red wines are made from red grapes with the skin left in during fermentation. This gives them their rich color and tannins. Popular varieties include Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, and Pinot Noir. White wine, lighter and crisper than red wines. White wines are made from white grapes without the skin. They're often served chilled and pair well with seafood and salads. Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc are classic examples. A delightful middle ground, are made by briefly blending red grapes with their skin, giving them a delicate pink hue. They're versatile and can be enjoyed year-round. Sparkling wine with its bubbles and festive charm. Sparkling wine is sure to get any party started. The most famous sparkling wine is Champagne from the Champagne region in France. Desert wine, sweet and luscious. Desert wines are perfect for after-dinner indulgence. They're often enjoyed with desserts like chocolate or fruit tarts. Each type of wine tells a different story, shaped by grape variety, region, and winemaking traditions. And now we're in the home stretch, the exciting part, the tasting. But before we swirl and savor, let's uncover some fascinating secrets. Secret number 1, the nose knows. When you inhale the aroma of wine, you're not just smelling alcohol, you're experiencing a complex interplay of flavors. Take your time and identify notes of fruit, spice, or even wood. Secret no. 2, it's all about balance. Wine should never be overly sweet or sour. The ideal balance between acidity and sweetness is what makes a wine truly enjoyable. Secret no. 3, temperature matters. Different wines shine at different temperatures. White wines are best served chilled, while red wines often benefit from being slightly warmer. Secret no. 4, the art of swirling. That signature wine move isn't just for show. It helps release hidden aromas, making the wine more enjoyable. Secret no. 5, the right pairing. Consider the food you're enjoying with your wine. A full-bodied red wine pairs beautifully with steak, while a crisp white wine complements seafood. Now, let's talk about wine and food pairing. It's like a dance. The wine should enhance the meal and vice versa. For example, a buttery Chardonnay can stand up to a creamy pasta dish, while a light Sauvignon Blanc is perfect with a salad. Wine also plays a starring role in various cultural events. Weddings are incomplete without a wedding toast. And what better way to say I love you than with a bottle of wine? Religious ceremonies like communion also use wine, symbolizing sacrifice and celebration. Before we wrap up our story, let's pour one more secret. Did you know that wine can actually benefit your health? Moderate wine consumption has been linked to heart health due to antioxidants found in red wine. Cheers! You've reached the final pour of our wine adventure. Thanks for joining us on this journey through time, tradition, and taste. Remember, the next time you raise a glass of wine, you're raising a piece of history.